Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadow City podcast. I am your host, Larry, and this is Anarchy Archives episode show, which is going to be called SPW Made of Scars, which is today, later on tonight. Stay tuned, and it will be taking place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a stacked card from start to finish. You know SPW always has banger after banger after banger. I'm excited to see what goes down here. And there's many of great talent that are ready to get down with the nitty gritty. I know Alexander Judge and Juice, a match that we will talk about later on. We have the Outlaws versus the Rejects. We got the Syndicate and Hustle of Money. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Stay tuned for it. The first match that's going to be kicking off is a five-man. So the junior heavy division scrambling. Five competitors, one ring, one winner. We have Primetime JoJo, who has been great here in SPW, and I'm excited to see what he's got planned for this matchup and what he does next. And we also got Anakin Murphy up in the house. This man is a very talented competitor, always defying. You never know what he's going to pull out when he gets there, and he always pulls out something exciting for the world. I'm excited for it. We also got Charles Colton, been here in this time, and he has a very good chance of winning this encounter. Who is that? Oh my gosh, it's Jacob on Hawaii. How are you, sir? Member of the Fallen Order. Welcome, welcome. We also got Drew Parker up in this house. Drew is always fun and exhilarating. It's always a pleasure to see him, and I know he's going to pull out some craziness during this encounter here. And then we got Bryce. Has definitely came slow to you. And next up, but for the heavyweight division continues to grow and continues to title odds. Next up, we create Matt, the Mac Drake Daddy, to get his way in here, and I'm here to agree. And we have not heard from Joe in some time. I'm curious if we may find answers that we've been wanting from him. But Bloodstone is a very talented competitor. For him, a great match, and a very well matchup of the competitor. The Dog, Rob Anderson versus JDB. I'm very interested to see how this encounter goes. Both men are very impressive. The Dog, he's been here for some time, two-time champion here. JDB looking to eventually capture gold in the future, but he also looks like he's ready to fight. Next up, we got the SPW Junior Heavyweight Championship. Severus Crowley versus the champion, the Southern Psycho, in a ladder match. Now, I'm very curious to see how this will play out here. Both men are no strangers to ladders. Severus Crowley is no stranger to the ladders as well. We've seen him win a previous title here in SPW in a ladder match in Southern Psycho. Will he continue his reign, or will Severus Crowley take the gold? But Southern Psycho has been a hella performer, making his way up to that title eventually, and now holds it. Can he keep it is the question. Who knows? Both men are very talented. I'm excited to see how it goes down, everybody. We also got a tornado tag match between Chris Graves and a mystery partner of his choosing. I'm very curious to see who he will choose as his partner. It could be anybody. Versus the Mighty and a mystery partner of his choosing. Both men have an opportunity to pick a partner, and it may throw the other team off, whoever he may pick. We also got that's going to be a hell of a matchup. I will say both men, Mighty and Chris Graves, have been going at it in a war of words, and now they get to finally duke it out, and then eventually they will have a one-on-one match in the future, which I think will be probably the most brutal. You'll see all those words definitely be coming to pasture when they face one-on-one in the future. My bad. We also got Devo Riot versus Adrian Knight. I'm very curious to see how this encounter goes. Adrian Knight, a mainstay here in SPW, has been for quite some time, and I'm very interested to see how it will go going forward, as he does not have what it looks like the Lost Souls, but he reformed the Lost Souls in another place. But who knows? Maybe the Lost Souls will be back here in the walls of SPW. But for now, Adrian's on his own, and whether he's with somebody or not, Adrian is a five-star talent, former champion in his own right. I believe he was the first ever three-time World Heavyweight Champion, so he has nothing to be ashamed of here. And Devo Riot, a member of that junior heavyweight division, was holding that title down for a long time, and now he's looking to get back into the feel of things here, and I'm excited to see him face off with a legend in SPW as Adrian Knight. And I'm excited to see who will walk out victorious. Next up, we got Remington Roar versus Hoodfoot in an anything goes. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of Hoodfoot, and I'm excited to see him back as always. And the man is no stranger to violence, on the independent circuit and all. And he continues to inflict the violence every single time he comes around here in SPW. And his opponent will be Remington Roar, who's also no stranger to violence, also a ruthless competitor, also in his own right. So these men are going to tear the fucking house down, and I'm excited to see who will walk away victorious. It's going to be a hell of a match either way. At the end, the fans are going to be the ones winning. Oh, sorry to hear that, but it's good to have you here. I'm actually almost to your match. You are close to the main event. There's three. You're at match number 12 of the night, so close to the co-main event. We'll be getting there soon. But if you like to come on, if you do get near Wi-Fi, you're always welcome on. Next up for the SPW World Tag Team Championships, which will be held under a death match. We have the Rejects versus the defending champions, the Death Row Outlaws, Mitchy Blaze and Logan Slater. And it looks like their brethren, the Deep South Outlaws, will be at ringside, Andrew Cato and Brian White. So I'm curious to see how that will go. And this is a death match, ladies and gentlemen. So both teams are going to be bloody, battered, and beaten by the end of it. I'm excited to see who will walk away with that gold. Sharp Shit Death Match. We have Kira Riot versus Lil Psycho, the former women's champion herself. And Kira was a student of Lil Psycho and got involved in one of her matches, and Lil Psycho did not take that too well. So right there, that kind of shows you the mindset that this match is going into. It looks like there's going to be some vengeance in a way and some redemption. So I'm really curious to see how this will all play out. But Kira is a very talented lady in her own right. We've seen her battle with the best. And Lil Psycho is one of the best, so this will be another encounter, and there are many possible future battles to come. Now for the SPW World Mayhem Championship Deathmatch rules. Unhinged, not Nomad, but Unhinged is the darker half of Nomad. He is coming here with a vengeance as well. And this man, when he gets into this form, it's a whole different meaning. And all he has one goal in mind is to kill. Versus the defending champion DMP, who has had an impressive reign, has faced many in his wake. And I'm excited to see if he will retain the gold here, or will we have a new champion crowned and unhinged. Stay tuned for that, everybody. Next up, SPW Women's Championship, Light Tubes, Ladders, and Doors, LLD. Lulu, another mainstay here in SPW, is the daughter of Lil Psycho, and every time she gets into that ring, the fans love it. You could see them always standing up for Lulu, but Lulu is no stranger to violence and what we've seen as of late. She Whenever we see Lulu, it's always a pleasure to see her, and I'm excited to see what she'll do in this match against the champion, Marissa Gendron, who has had an impressive reign. And by the way, go check out Smoke and Meteoras if you haven't. Great podcast. Sorry about that, everybody. Marissa, she will continue to defend that belt with everything she's got, and she has definitely made a home here in SPW for quite some time. Will she retain the gold, or will Lulu win the title? Remains to be seen, everybody. Now for the street fight. It is the Syndicate versus Hustle and Money. And now these two teams did form a four-person team at one of the last pay-per-views, which led to a 4-on-4 Survivor Series hardcore style match. But in the end, they eventually lost their way with each other, and Big Baby Daddy was stabbed at a point in time, if you guys did not hear about that or see that. But this rivalry between Hustle and Money and the Syndicate shall continue, and this is going to be a very, very intense, brutal match, no doubt. For the SPW National Championship, it will be held under Full Metal Mayhem, and we have Alexander the Judge versus the champion Juice. I'm very interested to see how this will go. This encounter may top their last encounter with how anticipated this match has been. Alexander the Judge, he feels that Juice has not been around all the time. He feels like a champion needs to be around, and he has been making all these promos, getting battle hardened and ready for this matchup against Juice. And Juice, though, is a very well defended champion, and when he does show up, he does put on a show for the world to see. And he definitely has a hungry lion in Alexander the Judge waiting to give him his verdict. Will Juice retain the gold, or will we have a new champion in Alexander the Judge? That is the co-main event in Full Metal Mayhem. They were unreliable and had bad attitudes. They turned on us and that's right there, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it. Talking about it. The Syndicate are ruthless, and they have been mainstays here in SPW. Some originals here. And they betrayed Big Bad Baby Daddy. So I think his revenge will be coming here later on tonight. Remember, the show is tonight, so stay tuned for that. Now, in the main event for the SPW World Heavyweight Championship, we have Old School Rules Shan Leon versus the champion Dimebag Dan. Shan Leon has been very impressive since his debut, and he's earning himself a world title shot against Dimebag Dan, who won that title. But let's not forget, Dimebag also became the first man to hold the IWA World Championship after it was defended here in a history-making match. So remember that. He may not have it no more, but he's still the SPW World Champion, and he's not going to let that belt go without a fight. And this is Old School Rules. And both competitors, I feel like this is an awesome way to close out the show, ladies and gentlemen. This card is stacked, and I'm excited for it. Stay tuned for it tonight, y'all. Seriously, you don't want to miss it. And that's really what I had to go over for SPW, everybody. Also, in the future, stay tuned. There's some big things cooking for SPW. That's all I'm going to say for right now. But that is what I had to go over, everybody. So stay tuned for tonight. Got a show to watch. Going to be epic. I do hope everybody has a great day. Good night. Good morning. good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Peace out.